Welcome to the third game of the evening. This time it's SpelunKing. That is a pun, a very painful pun. The Mine Match. Dig into this deep Match 3 expedition. Take a dive underground, search for your grandpa's lost items, and collect precious stones to help the villagers around town rebuild Farnsbury. Explore 25 enormous areas of the old mine, solve over 90 cave challenge rooms, uncover secret areas, and unlock dozens of new upgrades and power-ups. Reach the bottom of the mine and become the Spelung King or Queen. So we got the Nintendo Switch version of this game, and this was assigned to the Galax, much to his chagrin. Though at least it's not another adventure game. That is next week, I believe.
Yeah, this does at least have actual gameplay.
Yeah, well, it's a match 3 puzzle game.
Right. Yeah, the gameplay is match 3 puzzling. It's a little bit more than that because you're down in a mine and your goal is to find certain things and break through certain obstacles, but the mechanism for doing all of this is match 3 puzzling. You have to move the camera around, you have to match 3 or more in an area away from the center of the camera. So, for example, if Pettyfan did those 3 shields in the lower right, it'll match those, and then the mover. So that's how you move around. And your goal in every match, you seem to have to find a backpack and the exit, and then also there's usually treasure chests and keys and boxes and stuff that you get valuable things. And also the individual things that you match do also progress the game. Matching 3 of wood or stone will give you actual wood or stone to use in town to upgrade facilities once they get built or opened. Matching the shovels charges up your effectively teleport meter. That's in the bottom left, and when that gets full, you can open the mini map in the lower left corner and teleport to anywhere on the map that you've seen, even if you haven't been there. The blue things, once you unlock power-ups, though matching those recharges your power-ups. And the shields, the more you get of those, the more hints you get when you open up a challenge room. So you can just keep noodling and whatever and getting more stuff, but to actually progress, you have to move around a lot. The things that it suggests are usually dumb and not where you need to be. Also, if I can direct your attention to the top center of the screen, there is a sequence of 5 things. And if I can direct your attention to the top right corner of the screen, there is a lantern meter. As you dig, unless you are on casual/relaxed mode, the lantern meter will go down, and as that goes down, the amount of the screen you'll be able to see will shrink. While you can just upgrade your lantern and have more notches on it, the way to refill it is to make the 5 matches at the top center of the screen in order. If you do that, you will recover, I don't know, like a third of a notch of lantern. It's not really even super noticeable when stuff gets darker at first, but eventually you're dealing with a pretty small area. And when that happens, it can be difficult to navigate. I didn't get super far because I replayed a level because I suffered a pretty bad glitch. Where like the mini map wasn't opening and the level wouldn't exit and stuff. But when I closed the game and reopened it, it did keep my progress, so I'm not as mad as I would have been otherwise. But between that and the fact that just the control of this game is kind of awkward on Switch, you can either use touch controls to like tap two things, or use a stylus to, or use, yeah, that would be with touch controls, or you can use the two sticks to move the cursor and the A button to click. It's not the most natural control scheme, especially since even the more sensitive of the even the less sensitive of the two joysticks that's supposed to be used for finer adjustment is a little bit quick. This game would definitely be better played with an actual mouse. So yeah, you are kind of allowed to just noodle around as much as you want. And when you get back to town, generally for the first several things, it unlocks a new facility to gradually introduce you to the other mechanics of the game. Like, as you dig, you'll find some dirt areas that have gems in them, or the boxes can also have gems in them. So you get a shop that you can sell those in, and then the shop sells keys and some upgrades. And then you get to the blacksmith, and the blacksmith gives you power-ups, which are the usual match 3 power-ups, like the ability to, when you match 4 or more things instead of matching 3, it creates a bomb of increasing size with the number of things you match. So the ability to create one of those bombs, or the ability to destroy everything of one type on the screen, that kind of things are power-ups. There's also one that instantly charges your dig meter that lets you teleport. In order to get rid of boxes or dirt, you have to match either on them or next to them, depending on whether or not you can interact with things on them or not, which sometimes can be annoying because you have to get matchable things down there. There's very little music in most of the game while you're puzzling. Probably they didn't want it to be distracting. Yeah, and then there's the meta story is just about repairing the town and then improving stuff by digging. I don't know. Do you guys have any questions? I'm somewhat at a loss for where to go from here.
I think I'm good.
Not really. It seems pretty self-evident.
Mm-hmm. I think for a match 3 puzzler, that wants to sort of have a story and meta progression, it integrates those okay. If that's what you want. The navigating around took a bit of getting used to, and even then I still kind of want to teleport more than you can teleport. Because sometimes it's like, okay, well, I found the exit, and then I found... and then I had to go find the key, or the backpack, and then I have to fucking go all the way back to the exit. It's in the opposite corner of the map. It's not a whole lot of fun to do that. I don't know. And then, yeah, as you go, it introduces new obstacles and stuff that you'll have to deal with, but the mechanics of how you deal with them is pretty much the same. You have to match next to them or on top of them.
All right, so I suppose that gets into pricing, and the game is universally clocking in at $9.99.
I guess for the amount of content in it, that's probably fair. I might want it to be a little bit on sale, but that's me. who is not a huge fan of this kind of game.
I'm someone who does enjoy match 3 puzzle games, and this looks decent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's I certainly wouldn't say anything particularly bad about it. It's just not super exciting.
Fair enough. Hey, anything else?
I think that's about all I have to say, unless somebody has a question that might make me think of something.
No, I think we're good. All right, so that'll about do it for SpelunKing here. Be sure to tune in after the break, as we'll be covering Hats Are Not Allowed.